This is the final day of the fight for my life situation where we're using fighting type Pokemon, and we're using a BL Knight in not Dragon Ball, in Okidogi, who is just banned from the UU tier. As you see, we're knocking out Torkoal in turn 1 with Dragapult, which is perfect. I'm fine with that. As you do go Walking Wake, you're a special attack, so you are slower. You want to go? You're gonna go Dragon move. I'm gonna predict you going to Namorous. I'm thinking you're gonna Draco Meteor or your Water move like that. Unfortunately, we do get the move wrong. It's a 50-50, of course, but we're good off with that because look at this. We got Ogerpon Wellspring right here. You're 348. You go Superior, knowing that you're gonna have to go for Glare, which I'm not surprised. I am going to go into my Okidogi right here, right now. Dealing with this time, and it has to be bound. Knowing this, we know the death. Knowing this time, my name's Mustaf. Yes, Shouts out to Night Running with Chris Dorkinson. You know, I'm a fan of Summon Insult myself, but, you know, it is what it is. So, look at that. They go Walking Wake again, knowing themselves. It's one turn left of Sun. Bruh. You know what? I'm gonna Terra Water. I'm gonna do this just in case we're Okidogi shenanigans. Let's see. Maximum shenanigans on. Oh man, that is funny. That is next level funny. I'm cooked, not gonna lie to you. There you go, sir. I do not mind going for a. I don't have a U-turn, but that is next level funny. We're gonna run out of sun next turn. I don't mind dealing with Elite Storm. Go for a U-turn on this. Because this thing is going to be really annoying really quickly. So get a U-turn, do some damage. I'm going to go King Gambit right here. We do have minus... Bruh. Yeah, this thing is getting to become way too cracked way too quickly. And I'm scared to go even lower than that, bro. Can I live? They say. Can I live? You know what? I'm going to Swords Dance up. I'm not risking it. Nah. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this again in case you go for that known Lumberry. Yeah, it's so scary. There you go. There's a Swords Dance, hopefully, and now I just sucker punching your little beautiful Elite Storms. That's gonna knock you out. Perfect. And now you go Blaziken for my predictions. Yep, you go Blaziken for my prediction. You're going to go for Protect, most likely, right? You go Swords Dance, that's scary. I'm gonna Earthquake now. I am physically bulky on Gliscor. You could go for Greed. Let's see. Are you Sash? You're not. Now just go for a Protect in case you go for that. Let's see, you go +6. You go for that, I don't mind. I just do this to get knocked out. You know what? Do I care about King Gambit? Yeah, I do have that to beat other King Gambit, but I have Ogerpon. Yeah, I do this. Knock myself out. I do have multiple mons with full health, and Gliscor can win against King Gambit. But yeah, unfortunately, Okidogi didn't help out in the first game, but that was kind of my fault for that. We go Walking Wake. We have a perfect counter for that. I am going to go for Knockoff in case you do go for that move. The Air Specs, which I'm fine with. They go Draco. I'm okay with that because I'm scared of Dragonite, and Dragonite's one of my biggest weaknesses. Now I knock out Walking Wake with that. Boom, heals up. Let's see. And now I just go for the combination of Ivy Cudgel and then Knockoff. Let's see. But Dragonite is a super scary Pokemon because it has Dragon Dance and has a lot of extreme speeding shenanigans going on. And this is the thing, since it has extreme speed and terrestrialization and everything, it's one of the best Pokemon in OU. Not say one of the top 5 or top 3, but it's like a very good Pokemon. But yeah, there it is. And of course, Gliscor, if you see up here, is in a no. They just told out like it was like, oh no, is it? I have to check it out and see if it's banned, but I don't think Gliscor got banned. I'm not too sure. They go Extreme Speed. That's gonna knock me out, unfortunately. What I'm gonna do now is this. I'm gonna go Gliscor since I'm physically bulky, and I'm a Toxic. Yeah, there it is. It ain't doing much. And there's a Toxic. We try again. We Protect. I'm a Toxic in case you go DD. You go King Gambit, which I'm fine with. And just go for Earthquake in case you go Sucker Punch. Let's see. Do some damage. You go Swords Dance. I am gonna go for Protection. In case you go for a Kowtow or Sucker. Yeah, you go Swords Dance. It's scary. Let's go Earthquake. Yeah, do some damage. Yeah, and then Toxic in case you go for a Sucker Punch. Perfect. And now I just go for a Earthquake in case you go Kowtow. Do I predict the Kowtow? Do I predict the Sucker? Or do I go for Protect? Yeah, I'll go Protect in case you go Kowtow. Now I'm going to just do this. Toxic again. Earthquake in case you do not go for Sucker. Predicting that I would go for that. Look at that! And I wall the game now. I was like, oh, let me think. Are you going to go for it now since I wasted 3 of your Suckers and you need that for Dragapult? And you're like, no. Yeah, there it is. And now I wall the heck out of Dragonite right here. Yeah, Ice Spinner. A crit. Are you kidding me? Yes, and I lost because I messed up. I messed around and found out. And I missed a Draco. Bruh. Am I having bad luck already in this game? It seems like it. We'll move on to another game where we did play well. Unfortunately, we do lose because I have bad luck. And it kind of sucks. So we'll be right back with another game. Man. Alright, we're right here. We're facing off against the Clodsire team. I am going to go into Gliscor lead in case you go against my own Gliscor. Perfect. They do have their Darkrai. I'm going to protect in case you go Ice Beam. Yep. And now I'm going to go to my Sulfus Okidogi in case you go Ice Beam again. Perfect. No freeze. No freeze. Perfect. So you can go Drain Punch for free, unless you go Gliscor, which you can go for a free Ice Punch. Which is really nice, really snappy on that one. Make it snappy, they say. You go Terra Poison, Nasty Plot. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy on that. Do we have Earthquake? We have Knockoff at least. We go Dark Pulse, we don't do much. Let's see. And then you get Flinch. How unlucky I'm going to get in this live? How unlucky think I'm going to get? There is an Ice Beam. Let's see. There's a Knockoff. There it is. And we're finally getting momentum now. Hopefully. I'm going to go back to Gliscor. You're not going to Ice Beam, aren't you? Oh, man. I love it. 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 You know, I love it more when it just get hurt. It hurts. But you know, it hurts so it makes you better. That's what they say. I've been rusty because school's been kicking my butt. But you know what? I'm going to keep it positive. I'm not going to be all negative and be like, my God, I'm so unlucky. But yeah, though I have been unlucky in some lives, maybe I'll be better off for some others. Yeah, there's going to be an Ivy Cudgel damage. Let's see. You go to Kowtow. Yeah, you go Kowtow. I'm going Namorous right here. And I'm going to Healing Wish right here. Boom. That's going to get rid of the Iron Head flinching shenanigans right here. And I go for full heal. Boom. Now I just go Drain Punch. If this is going to be Sucker Punch. And I now drain all their HP out of here. Bye. Yeah, that's really nice. You got rid of King Gambit. Now I got rid of that. The scary part is, are you going to be Will-O-Wisp on Cinderace? Let's see. Fireball. Oh, shoot. Sucker Punch on that. Yeah, that's scary. Do have King Gambit right here. Do I want to go for Terra Flying? In case you do go for that. Yeah, I'm going to do it in case Cinderace goes for another move. Wait, does it knock out Cinderace, though? No, let me see. Do I just go... You know, I'm a Sword Dance just in case. Wow, it doesn't... High Jump Kick isn't doing much. So I could just go Terra Flying on that. Terra Blast. That's automatic knockout now. I mean, they're going to go for a little bit of damage. But you do knock out with that. Boom. That's kind of their mistake on that. But I'm happy. Let's see. They go Dondozo. I can just go Okidogi for Toxic Chain shenanigans right here. They curse. I'm going to just go for Gunk Shot. Let's see. Toxic Chain, please. Perfect Poison. I'm happy about that. There's a lot of damage. I just knock off from their lefties. Boom. Wave Crash for damage. Let's see. And I just Drain Punch again. And just go for more Poison Chip. They go rest, unfortunately. I know, just pray for Poison Chip. There it is. And there's 3. There's a crit, which I'm happy about. And now we have 5. We have 5 turns. And we have a 43% chance to Oko. We do Oko! Amazing! We beat out the Stalkor right here. Unless Clodsire is unaware. They go Clodsire. I do say I'm a Sword Dance in case you go for that. Let's see, Toxic, I do not mind. If you are going to be, let's see here. You are going to get knocked out. That is not unaware. Thank God for that one, baby. So we have that. King Gambit's going to swap. But guess what? Okidogi did a lot of damage on that one. Really help out clean up the rest of the team, which I'm happy about. They do toxic me again. But you know what? It is over. I win the game. Knowing this, you have to do this for shame. Oh, man. That's a good knockout on the Gliscor right there. But look how Okidogi supports the team. Let me see the replay. Let me not see the replay. But yeah, look, Okidogi crit on the Goat Dondozo, but it poisoned and did a lot of chip damage on that. Sure, it didn't help out a lot in this battle, but it knocked out King Gambit. It knocked out Dondozo a little bit. Cinderace did not help a little bit, but look at that. Dondozo and King Gambit. That's really nice Pokemon. And exposed the Terra for the Darkrai, which I'm happy about. So yeah, I'm going to move on to another game. We'll see from right there. But look at that. Look at that right there. Good games right there from the Okidogi. We'll be right back. Another game, another dollar. They have Zamazenta right here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to my Dragapult lead in case he did go over Gliscor. They go Ogerpon, which I'm not surprised about. I'm going to U-turn unless they Terra, which they'll probably expose it either way. Which is probably their best move unless they go Zamazenta Terra, which is probably a scarier one. But this is pretty nice. As if they want to go for their exposing Terra, it's their Ogerpon right there. Boom. So her moves are, you know what? I'm going to go Okidogi right here. Unless they get knocked me out. Yeah, there's knockoff. Perfectly fine with that. I kind of knew they were going for a knockoff for Dragapult, which I'm a gunk shot right here. Unless they go Gliscor. They do miss that, but I just take them to go and protect. You know what? I'm going to Terra Water and I'm going to Ice Punch on this Gliscor. You ain't going to do much. Bruh. Let's see if we're going to knock out the Cinderace with Gunk Shot now. We have a chance to knock out. Yeah, there's U-turn. There's a little bit of damage. Let's see. Who are you going to go out to next? I bet you're going to go Ogerpon, knowing myself. You go Gliscor, knowing that they're going to have to go for knockoff in case you do swap. But I won't be surprised in the Gliscor unless you protect. You go protect, won't be surprised. I just go for Ice Punch in case you do. Well, I'm going to knock off now. You go Ogerpon, not surprised. Let's see. Boom. I do gonna think that you're gonna go for a Water Grass move, but I'm gonna predict you going for knockoff. Let's see. Hornleech, that could have been a perfect move, but I'm gonna Moonblast now for damage to knock out the Ogerpon, which I'm happy about. And now I can go to on the Galarian Slowking. I'll definitely go to my Gliscor. Yep. Galarian Slowking. I can just go Gliscor now. Let's see how we're gonna deal with this. Let's see. Chilly Reception. Perfect. So now they're going to get automatic poison. And now I'm just going to protect in case they see. What are you? You are the spec set. I'm going to go my own and Empress right here. You go Cinderace. I'm going to Earth Power now in case you go for that. If you Sucker Punch, that's your fault. Yep, you do go for that. I'm happy to go for that. Let's see. Ice Beam. Nope. And I'm going to spike up real quick. Perfect. And now I am going to go for another spike. Here go Rocks. Yes, there's triple spikes right here. No spinning unless you have Cinderace. Unless you want to get rid of, you know, your Dragapult right here. And now I just go Toxic now. Did you go in that? Yep, there you go. Do this, and you just get free Protect Chippies. There you go that. Yep. And you just go for Protect again. And you go Court Change, right? Powerball. Perfect. Earthquakes and do some damage right here. Let's see how much damage. Oh, that's a knockout right there. Easy heals. Let's see if you're going to go Dragapult right here. Yeah, so I could do easy chippies right there. To go Gliscor, I can just go for easy Protect right here in case you go for U-turn. Let's see. Knockoff, I'm fine with that. I just go for easy Toxic Chip or whatever. Boom. Free, that's going to be less damage on knockoff now, so they're probably going to deal with that. So Protect again. They knock off. More heals. Let's go into Okidogi now. I'm going to do this. Knockoff is not going to do much. I am going to go for Gunk Shot in case they swap. Well, I'm going to knock off in case they swap to Slowking or go whatever. To go to Zamazenta, they're going to get rid of their lefties. Which would be so happy about that. The only way that's probably beneficial to them is give it. But they go Dragapult, which is not their smartest move. I'm so happy we got Okidogi to get rid of the knockoff, as we do get rid of Specs, and that's very good. So go Slow King Galar. I do not mind that because I can just definitely swap out to another Pokemon. I can go my own Dragapult if I want to, which I'll definitely do. Right here, boom. Future Sight's there. I can just Shadow Ball for free. And Shadow Ball again. As you do go for Sludge Wave, I do think that I'll make it from this move. I think I'll survive. Boom. Let's see. Am I surviving a move? Let's see. We do not survive that, unfortunately. We do have Ogerpon now. Let's see. You go Zamazenta. You go Zamazenta. I am going to knock off on your thing. You're a Terra Fairy. Yep. I do think that you're going to go for that. Let's see. And I go Ivy Cudgel now. In case you go Body Press. You go Iron Defense. I'm going to do this. And you're going to go for that last move. Let's see. Body Press. Yep. Do we knock out Zamazenta? Or this is going to... Yep. This is going to be the end of the game. Unfortunate. Unfortunate, they say. I'm going to Moonblast. We have to pray for a crit. Or we pray we're faster. Ooh. Okay. We get roared. That's fine. I Sucker Punch now. Nope. Let's see. Sucker Punch now. 6.some% to get knocked out. Let's see. Please. Yeah! Let's go! Okidogi's going to win the game now. I'm going to do some more damage, but I'm going to go Gliscor here and get PP Stall right here. Let's see. Yeah, predicted that. I'm going to go Protect. Let's see. We have a 33% chance. I'm going to keep on doing this. Spike up. You know, let's see if they're going to do whatever. We're going to forfeit. But yeah, Okidogi did a lot of work. And I'm not going to, I'm going to let them waste their time if they want to. But yeah, I think this is probably going to do it. I'll probably end the thing if they're going to take too long and they're probably too salty about it. But yeah, this is a stalemate and they lost the game. Which I'm so happy about. Because, oh man, I'm happy. I got to get Okidogi do a lot of work. It didn't do much work. But it did a lot of work for this team to be bulky, taking knockoffs, and all that stuff. But Gliscor did work. Okidogi... Oh, my bad. Well, Gliscor and Okidogi did a lot of work, and I'm happy about that. But yeah, they're probably going to be mad. I'm probably going to say, you know, what's going to happen after this. But I'm going to end it off. I'm going to say I'm going to pause the game right here until they do make a move. We'll be right back. Alright, so they decided to not deal with the stalemate and deal with that. But yeah, I'm going to say this one right now. We did delay the fix of Pokemon stuff since my editor, Xenon, shouts out to him, is busy right now. But we'll get a fix of Pokemon video coming up soon. We'll be doing Gudra. Hopefully sooner rather than later this week. Maybe next week on the latest. We will get a Gudra video. And we'll have that coming up soon. So yeah. So you say Saturday, this is a Sunday video. Hopefully by Friday, we'll have another OU video coming out soon. If that's the case, we're having a lot of fun with that, baby. Let's go. Ha ha ha. Yeah, have fun with that. You know what I'm saying? This way, Okidogi did a lot of work. I think it's really good in OU. No matter how much you think that it's like, oh, it's not good because it's UUBL. It is so good in OU. It's good support, good at AV. I mean, you can do a bulk upset with Guard Dog, but look. OU AV is so nice. I'm telling you. I'm going to shout out to everybody right there. Y'all stay safe. Have a nice one. Bandito out. Yes, sir.